Bruh, this Halloween music is slapping. Okay, welcome back, APDL. Back here for week 7, our game against Dinosaur Damage, the Tyrannosaurus Wrecks, or Ruben. Um, yeah, I'm gonna go over the team first. We played a couple days ago, and it was a good game. A couple people already know how it ended, but I'm gonna do a video anyway. We're gonna go through things. So, I thought Sphinx was too good to not bring again. Free screens is just awesome, and Psychic hits a lot of things for like at least 30-40%, if not more. So, that's the set on Meowstick, full HP, and some defense. Ruben has a super physical sided team. Not completely without special threats. There's like Shell Smash Turtonator, that's a tongue twister. That could be a super big threat, but for the most part, his team is mostly physical. Next, we brought a Scarf to Lurantis, which normally would be like a terribly crappy idea, but a lot of his team has like super low speed tier, and with this set, I'm pretty sure it was outspeeding a maxed speed Jolly Phalanx. So that was the idea behind this. You know, get a super power off, get the defense up, and then tank a hit from Phalanx. Next, we had a Sword Dance Scyther set. Just enough outspeed to outspeed the Phalanx again. He also has a Lopunny, which is speed tied with Scyther, but I didn't think it would be that important to outspeed the Lopunny. So I was just like, you know what, I'll outspeed the Phalanx, and then, you know, we'll be fine. Put the extra points into HP. Max attack Adamant. Yeah, it's gonna hit. Eviolite Dusclops again. No other reason to bring any other item on Dusclops, honestly. He's just so beefy. Will-O-Wisp, Toxic, Trick Room, and Nightshade. Next, we had the Drampa coming again this week. He was the Trick Room Mon. Ideally, 0 speed points. And then he had a Calm Mind in case I felt like I could set up for free. Dragon Pulse, Flamethrower, and Energy Ball. If this thing can go first, it's hitting a lot of his team for death damage. So, you know, yeah, I like Drampa this week. Then we had Gallade, the Gawain, running an Expert Belt again. I think he was max attack. Yeah, Adamant and 252. Enough. I don't think Gallade outsped Phalanx. The speed was calced for something else, but I don't quite remember at the moment. And so I just put the rest of the points in defense. He was also a Sword Dance set with Drain Punch, Knockoff, and Zen Headbutt. So the idea this week was just to play around his physical-sided team a little bit and hopefully squeak out a win that way. But let's go into it. So he kind of has a physical team. He had Quagsire, Lopunny, and Turtonator, who didn't really play into that. But either way, I think or thought it was a good idea to start leading Meowstick and set up screens right away. And actually go through for a Thunder Wave here. He sets up rocks. But if you saw in my team builder, we actually brought, is this paused? Defog on Lurantis if we get a chance to get rid of him. So I'm kind of prepared this week for rocks, but I'll just let it play. So Lopunny comes out and I gotta go back. We set up a screen and he misses a move to paralyze, and then we switch out to Dusclops, and he switches into Lopunny and does a good old switcheroo. And when this happened in the moment, I was like, okay, whatever. And then slowly as the game realized, I went how bad that was for me. He gave me an Assault Vest, which means Dusclops can now only hit, what is the move? Nightshade. Does 100 damage. And, I mean, at least he can still do something, but now I can't set up Trick Room for Drampa, or cripple anything else with Will-O-Wisp / Toxic. So this guy can't really do what he's supposed to do anymore. He's just doing the bare minimum. So I switch out into Lurantis. And I believe I go for Leap Storm here. And we miss. Yeah. I believe it's a 90% to hit, but, you know, not sure if it made a difference in the grand scheme of things. So he goes for a smash. We try to paralyze this thing. We miss. Take a Dragon Pulse to the face. And here I forgot I was eject button for some reason. Had I remembered that I was eject button, I would have screened right away and then just got out into something. But in the moment not thinking about eject button, I thought it was just better to try to paralyze it. So we switch out into Dusclops, we do 100 damage to him, and then we die. Dusclops wasn't really useful at that point, so it's like, you know, it's a good time to sack it off. So we come out with Meowstic. We hit another Thunder Wave. Or we hit the first one actually, I guess. And he goes for a double smash. So he's 3 times everything now. Takes out Meowstic. Dragon Pulse at 3 times with the screen is hitting Gallade, who has a massive special defense for like, what was it, 50, 58 or something. So, I'm just like, I'm worried this thing is just gonna sweep me right now. But we eventually get this thing down with a Drain Punch. And Glade's sitting at 9% health. I know this thing is Rocky Helmet, but I'm just like, I don't know what else to do. So I tried to punch it. We actually live off of a Drain Punch health, but we get taken out with Dragon Tail. So Drampa comes in. He goes into Quagsire. We hit him for a Dragon Pulse, 78%, pretty good. Quagsire's not going to be doing much. He tries to Poisonous us, misses, so makes it for the Paralyzed Miss. So we take Quagsire out. Then the good old Phalanx comes in, and Drampa just can't take a hit from that thing. And without Trick Room being available to set up, we're just not going to be able to do anything, so Drampa has to go down. So Lurantis comes out, and we're going to start Scarf superpowering. And we actually take a close combat because we got that defense boost right away with the Scarf. We kill a Lopunny, get that second stat boost, and then he comes out with the Druddigon. Sitting at 64% health, he takes a 2 times superpower with 1% health left. I don't exactly know what the damage roll was. I was talking to DJ after. He said it was like 50-50. So this game possibly could have ended differently had I hit that. But I also know, looking at Ruben's team after, that the Dreadnought was scarfed. So I don't really think Dreadnought could have killed Lurantis, but maybe since I'm at such low health. So not really sure if it matters. Druddigon heals up. We come in with the Scyther. So we Swords Dance. And my thinking is, my only real way to win here is to get Scyther enough attack to one-shot this thing with 1 dual wing beat. But that's just not going to happen, because even at 2 times attack, each hit is doing like 50 to 49%-ish. So I think, okay, we're just going to have to hopefully get a crit on the first hit, and we don't, and then just Rocky Helmet and Rough Skin kills us. So, yeah. We were relying on RNG in those last few moments, and, you know, it didn't come through. But that's okay. We've had our fair share of RNG luck in the season, so if there's any week to not have our RNG, it was this. Because we're in playoffs, but GG's to Ruben. He played, like, immaculately. For how he played, I think he should be in playoffs, but the standings suggest otherwise, I suppose, which is a shame, because I would have loved to play this man again. But it's always next season, and there's a ton of cool people to play in playoffs right now. I want to pull up the website here and look at the standings. Official website. Because I think as things stand, we either play Josh or the Jolteons, depending on who wins that game. Depends where we sit. So I think we'll either be playing the Mamoswines, the Jolteons, or depending on where we sit at the end, we could be playing the the Delwyn James Potters. Or I don't know. These guys got a lot of room to move around, I guess, in this last week, so we'll see. Anyway, GG's to Ruben. I'm hyped for playoffs. Um, it was a fun game to end the season on, even though we lost. He like his strats were blew my mind. The switcheroo low punny, just absolutely crippling Dusclops, in turn crippling Drampa. So yeah, it was a fun match to see, and I don't know. That's all I got to say, guys. See you next week for playoffs when we find out who we play and how we're gonna play them. So see you guys.